We're back. Got more water. Much better. Alright, what have we got in terms of... We've got 20 now. I had actually maxed it out. Alright. I'm probably going to regret doing this. At the same time, I probably don't care. Actually... I don't really know what the tech cards need. Yeah, what I was thinking of doing was just throwing down some acid, like, not acid, batteries just here. No regrets. But there's not enough room. Oh, what if I bring it up here? I'll do a build which I can then, like a little modular build, which I can then pick up and move later on. Just like that. Oh, what a mess, what a mess. I just want a bit of that. Yeah, talking about this mod, every item that it adds, or elaborating more, is that what I've noticed is that every item is purposeful. There's no just junk for the sake of junk that I've seen so far, which is something I really hate. I like it this way. And that's what Bob's does, it just adds a lot of junk for the sake of junk, you know, you got something like 7 tiers of assemblers, and then you got assemblers, items that can be crafted in assemblers, but then you get a bonus if you craft them in other things. It's just weird. I think this added a few more assembly machines. I think there's another assembly machine after the tier 3. So yet to see the whole lot play out. It's pretty. From what I've seen so far, I'm pretty confident it'll actually be purposeful. You mind explaining a little bit with context Krastorio adds? So, like, it adds the greenhouse. Well, the greenhouse I'm a bit on the edge about, but at the same time, greenhouse is the only way to make wood sustainable. Like, it's not adding 7 assembly machines and then 1 machine for each new material type. Although that's, like, I don't know specifically yet because I haven't gotten to the later stage. Like, the filtration plant seems to be used for a few things. Electronic assembly machines? I never understood it, why it's a thing. Why you'd have the electronic assembly machines in Bob's. There's the electrolysis plant as well, but I don't know if it just, like, I haven't gotten into the advanced petrochemical chemistry stuff yet, so I don't know how deep the rabbit hole it goes. Crush is sort of a general universal component. It's its own thing. Yeah, it's Krastorio pack with something standalone. It is something standalone. Bob's. What I mean is Bob's. It just floods this screen with 1 million machines. Whereas Krastorio, it doesn't bury you in garbage. Yeah, this is standalone. I wouldn't play it if it needed Bob's. Yeah, Bob's is actually a very old mod. It's also the way Bob himself likes to play. He likes the idea of having 1 million tiers of assembly machines. He actually doesn't play his own mods in the way that, like, normally. When he plays Bob's Mods game, from what I remember him saying, he starts at tier 3. Haven't played in a long time and heard mumblings. Krastorio is wondering if what it has to offer. Okay, so Krastorio, there's been a few total conversion mods pop up that are actually of significance. Because Bob's was like the only one for the longest time. I mean, there was 5 Dims and a few others, like that. Oh, what was that Japanese one? 5 Dims. It had the trains and all that. And Factorio Extended was another one. The Factorio Extended just adds 1 to 2 extra tiers of things. It doesn't do anything revolutionary. It's more of Factorio. It's more of Game Plus than a total conversion like this is. Yuki, that's it. It used to be Bob's and Yuki. They were the dominant ones. Hey, that's done. Let's tick off those. Let's up and lock that. Just keep driving that through. Ready to try this baby out? Yeah, it's pretty cool so far. I'm at the equivalent of the chemical... Well, it's called chemical science still. But I'm at the chemical science stage. So still quite a bit to go. Lights! Aziz! Lights! There you go. Path has been obeyed. 5th element residence, I knew. Following you all this time for some reason. You know it. It isn't all just Red Dwarf references. Something fishy. To be fair though, if anything I get that from Colonel Will more than anything else. Yeah, definitely don't follow for the tidy, well-organized bases. Keep meeting, so it's worth it. What they did with basically nothing is pretty impressive. Like, a lot of the stuff doesn't hold up today particularly well. Or then again, even when the show was... episodes were new, the effects didn't hold up well. But it made up for it in character. Actually, a new series coming out too. I haven't actually watched the last 2 seasons. I think I've only watched up to 10. Pull the show ever since because of parody element. It's supposed to be one. Supposed to be. That was the theory. It never happened that way. The problem is, biters happened. Right, more assemblers. I'm gonna struggle for iron though. Yeah, at the very beginning of the map, I got beaten good with biters. I was really struggling to keep them back. Well, kinda. It was more that they ate the starter base. Say Doctor Who fans, the British can do with low budgets. Oh yeah. Well, they're doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, they are what they are. That is true. Not wrong. So the real question is, have I got this right? Probably not. Into engines and thingies. Doesn't feel right. I say things like Aziz, nice, or nice hat. So not too much watching. Oh dear. What am I trying to do exactly? Is the question. Alright, let's start over. Let's not do it like that. It's a waste of space. I actually haven't watched Fifth Element in ages. Need to watch it again. There we go. Yeah, well, output in the middle as well this time. Output in the middle? No, input in the middle is what I was thinking of. I was braining Fifth Element too much. And output there. Braining's hard. I don't know if you know. I hate how that won't connect. Kind of annoying. It'd be perfect if it did connect. Right, you need engines and circuits. We have circuits. And there's the engines. There we go. Now I just need some lube. Can you put all in the middle of symmetry? That's what's bugging you. Then need extra one to connect to grid. Yeah, it really needs to be like there. Or this needs to be wider. Alright, now we need lube. While I'm down here, I'll drop down some roboports. Look at that iron. Need it more faster. Path, so much speed, more faster. The walking. And then sadness as I go off the path again. Right, let's grab some pipe to grounds. Go over to the oil. Oil. Huh. That's why I went to the trouble of making it. 175% walk speed is a pretty decent boost. Where's the inserters there? The pile just continues to increase. Gonna shove the charcoal into. Also want to grab some more of that. Satisfactory? I'm a bit on it, in all honesty. Like, I've tried to get into it several times, and it just doesn't grab me the same, like, and hold my interest. I don't know what it is. Something about it doesn't do it for me. Just too much of a pain in the ass. Probably, if anything, it's just too much of a pain in the ass to do anything in the game. Didn't explicitly need those, but sure. Advanced oil. So I need to give you some water. Which is not impossible. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, pumps in this need water. Water. Power. Pumps in this game definitely need water. Yep, you heard it here first. Pumps need water. Can't place them down without it. Yeah, pumps in this mod need power. Who'd have thunk it? Exactly. Which means you really want to have, for your power, like your steam power, you really want these to be independently powered. That's what I was getting at. Also, those are kind of sucking quite a... You're root looping. Engineering degrees pay off. They do, don't they? They really tell you the cold hard facts. It's your problem. Lack of oil poisoning? No? I mean, it is lack of petroleum right now going on there. They're all running. I guess it just needs more fastering. So get light oil and heavy oil out of that, as you do. Ah, crap, I'm out of those things. You know what, I should dump the burner inserters. Sounds like a good idea. Let's dump the burner inserters. Hey, they ghost now too. What a bonus. He makes steam power. Yeah, it's the chicken and egg problem. Although you do have wind turbines as low-level power production. And that's how I've done it. That's how I worked around it. I just have some wind turbines powering the pumps. Oh yeah, I know the crusher returns pass. I'm just too lazy to do it. I mean, I really do. Like, you put the inserter in the crusher, it'll give you inserter parts back. That 3 iron plate, the 2 sticks and the gear that it was worth. Yeah, it's definitely worth my time. Yeah, I just flicked over there before, see? So there's 2 turbines powering all these, even though it's technically too much. But yeah, that's how you solve it. Early game power in this, you have to use wind turbines, so I just build a ton of them. Whereas, yeah, see 600 kilowatts out of those. They don't produce much, but they produce enough. That's rather sad right now. Even there's a starting thing here, starting building that actually gives you power too. So this is the craft ship's parts. You want to be careful deconstructing them. Some of them you actually need. I kind of leapfrogged it because I elected for the fast start. I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that. So I started with the power armor. I've done enough early game. There's a re throwing down that host. Very much. Yeah, train. No train. Let's not duck that. How you doing? Least I'm gonna do after stealing your ME blueprints. Ha, nice. Hey, we're throwing down that host. How you been? Yep. Ram pumps. I have no idea what you're on about. Spellmaster. Hope you're working. Those Oh man, I cannot brain today. Been making good use of those ME blueprints. I'm actually going to need to use those in this soon. Why didn't I get more chemical plants when I was over there? I really don't know. Also, maybe I should run this belt. You can craft steel by hand, or is that something else? Yeah, it was probably steel plate. You can craft it by hand. You can still craft pretty much everything by hand. Like, the same rules apply. Boop, bop, beep. Why did I pull that up? So I rebuilt the blueprint instead of just plopping yours down because I like understanding how things work. Mr. Single Wire ended up making 150. it's so fragile, isn't it? But one mistake and it's a total disaster. I've done that so many times. Yeah, if there's no feedback, it just happily keeps on crafting forever. It's not great. At least rail is sorted. Yeah. Or you pipe it into rail for purple science. I mean, at least it's not a dead-end component. You know, I could have merged those items. Oh well. Can merge there. So how's... Let's turn that off. How's this looking? So stone's basically all gone. Iron's almost all gone. I might have to relay everything. Yeah, inserters or like assembly machines. Assembly machines is one I've done. 1 AM here in the States. Should head out. I'll catch you later. Azorae, have a good one. Thanks for that, dropping that host in. Yeah, power's all gone. Hopefully the solid fuel will kick it into gear again. That's why I built it way back. Is that Azorae? Not quite sure. Then again, when it comes to names, I'm never sure. You go there. Actually, you go there. Heavy oil transmute goes there. See? 10 lubricant, 10 heavy oil makes 10 lubricant. It's a transmuter. It's the thing I was complaining about last time. Power? Who needs power? It's overrated. Solar fuel down there yet? Nearly. Let's move it out a little bit further. Give ourselves some breathing room. Fair measure. Pronunciation assurance never fun. Try to pronounce exhibit yesterday and ended up just skipping the word after 3 failed attempts. Yeah, eventually you just got to admit defeat and move on. There it is. Hopefully it gives it enough of an injection. It's going up. Some kind of nuclear power would be handy. How long till it runs out? That's pretty much it, actually. As I say, if I was really, really worried, I'd pipe the coal in. Because that's a sensible thing to do. In fact, I might actually have to go do that. Get light to gas. Am I out of chemical plants already? I thought I got more. That back round. The biters are attacking. They know, they sense weakness. Different fluid. How are you? Ah. That's mildly inconvenient. Say mildly, it's a lot more than mildly. Eh? Bam. Even better. Perfection. Totally perfection. How's it looking? Yeah, sort of brought it up. I'm very much dependent on these things, though. I need these running. They're a lot better than the steam power. Right, more chem plants. No train, no train. It's funny, the intention was to clean this up, but I've managed to squirrel project my way out of it. Spiff oil cracking? Oh yeah, I only changed the one so far. I want to make sure I have the cracking available before I change it. might even grab more oil refineries just in case. Should actually even think about these too. What's the difference? Oh, sorry, that's a fuel refinery. There is a Mark II chem plant, effectively, or advanced chem plant. I think it actually has different recipes. Yeah, like the iron shortage is a function of me upgrading the smelters, so I do need to actually do it. Alright, let's bring these over. Free landfill? This isn't the old thing, is it? The old thing about free landfilling coming back? So many violations, I know. So I should be landfilling as much as possible right now while it's free. Oops, that's not a recipe I can change. It's like a regression bug. Oh, you still need engines, damn it. That's something different, or it was different to what I thought it was. There used to be a thing where you could, if you place it in just the right order, you could get free landfill. It's really pain in the ass. It's a real pain in the ass to pull off, though. Bottom photo. Outside the world. Huh. I didn't actually see that. Seeing pipes on the top view. What? Oh, yeah, yeah. The seat and keyboard repetition issue going on. I should have looked at what you pointed out first before wondering why this was fully backed up. I might just do tanks. Actually, I need 2. Well, you can get away with 2. Looks like it's doing its thing. Yeah, they're backing up on gas now. So we're actually getting somewhere again. I should change these over to light oil as well. Maybe cut them off. Seeing as though they're just eating petroleum gas. Need some more lights. I need night vision. Alright, where's the bigger armor? That. So I should be able to craft that. Oh, look at that. Modular armor is required for it. That's cool. I think that takes nuclear fuel cells. Neat as is. Battery Mark II. Lasers. Okay. Is there any damage I can do? No, see these are all purple level. That I can do. And then goes down to purple level. Same with this. Just get them prepped. Okay, I like the giant Roman numbers on the icons. I think they really certainly differentiated it quite nicely. Tech tree is pretty pretty clear. What's it got for power generation now, apart from nuclear? Just gas generators? Yeah, I'm a fan of these. To be fair, I should be using biogas, I think. That was mentioned. It's the electrolysis. I should have it. I'm not sure what it is, however. Biofuel. Okay, so I need to do that first. Oh, that's right. I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's painful. Bother with a large infrastructure? Effort. Root negative. How you doing? What timing? And because I just done a root loop on the power before, just fixed it. How am I sound? Doing pretty good. Full of coffee. It's nice and sunny now. It was raining earlier. Root loop. I really can't remember how I came about that. I just remember on the Colonel Will games, way back in like 2016, he'd talk about the whole feedback loop, and then there'd be this 10 or 15 minute argument every time about how it's actually a positive or negative feedback loop. Looking back, I had it all wrong and backwards. Yeah, it's actually a positive feedback loop. Like from a purely like factual point, it's a positive feedback loop, but it's a hard concept to grasp because it's control theory, and control theories are positive feedback loop is inherently unstable. Negative feedback, it stabilizes itself out. But yeah, what would happen is you'd have this discussion every time, and I was like, you know what, just call it a root loop, because it was Negative Root's video. He's the one who defined it. Call it a root loop, then nobody will argue about which way round it is. It's still wrong. Yeah, dude. See, that's why you call it the root loop. No, you got the root loop. That's what you got. See, you call it a root loop. It clears all arguments. It nullifies everything. Everyone knows what it is, as long as you go through the trouble of explaining it. Oh dear. It works so well. I mean, it even rhymes. I mean, when power goes down, you can just blame Hoffney. What's Krastorio like? More or less complicated than Bob's? Less complicated than Bod's? Like, I'm not swimming in assembly machine 1 through 19 and everything else 1 through 19. This page doesn't fill the entire screen with intermediates. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good. It doesn't try to be those super masochist Minecraft mods. Wasn't really paying attention, so someone asked what a feedback loop was. So Negative Root did a video back a long time. So, well, let's wind up a step. Negative Root is one of the original content creators for Factorio, going all the way back to 2013 or 2014. I can't remember. It's a long time. So a lot of the Factorio guides were originally done by Negative Root, and so one of those videos was talking about feedback loops in coal generation. And so if you fall short on power on feeding this fuel, the power goes down, the miners start slowing down, which means you start getting less coal, which means more of these dropouts, generating less power, slowing down the miners even more. And so you have this feedback loop where you're not satisfying the steam engines, and as you continuously less satisfy them, the entire base slowly runs out of power. It's actually a positive feedback. God damn it! This is why I call it a root loop. So you don't keep don't keep arguing about which way around it is. It's a positive feedback loop. Control theory. No, yes, see. Being the one who the negative root, being the one who is the OG content creator. See, it's a root loop. Yeah, I actually can't help being the one who got it wrong first. To be honest, sounds like you're gonna circle trying to explain this. It's a feedback loop. The explanation in itself is a feedback loop. A feedback loop to hell. Moving swiftly along, you're backed up on that crap, eh? And Clowntown dropping on in with that rating bounty of 60. Excellent, that's the distraction I need. How you doing, Clowntown? Welcome, everybody. Feels validated, man. So yeah, we're just tidying up the base, allegedly tidying up the base a little bit. Much better. How is your stream going? How's your Krastorio adventures go? Oh, right, it's not done yet. Never mind. Never mind, ignore me. That's why some better nuclear plant designs have separate electric network for running the inserters. Yeah, I've seen those. See, my solution is just to throw an absurd number of reactors at the problem. Managed to get some super science done. Nice. I've stabilized into chemical science right now. Nominally. It's actually running full again. Very good. Yeah, so we're just working on getting a little bit of quality of life tech done. Tidy up this colossal tangled mess of builds that is this base. And then I'm going to move on to the next science. So we've got all of our science down here and then all the other crap up here. And hopefully the biters will leave us alone. Because the biters have been a bit of a pain in the ass lately. The biters ate my starter base. It was a travesty of things. Ew. So we want to get some lubricant over here, and so we can start creating bots. Yeah, like the only time that you could run a reactor out of fuel due to lack of power, probably have worse problems. In general, yeah. If you're falling behind on power with nuclear, you've got some big problems. I've never actually run out of power. Like, I never had a root loop on nuclear. It only happens on steam, on boilers, steam power. So before we get too carried away with that, let's go get more pipe. Much better. There it is. Trying to kill it as I walk past. Oh, acid. One job. One job. Just being in the way. It's actually pretty good alignment on my part. You already got 11 gigawatt nuclear plant? What did I have on my one? It was a lot. Like 30 gigawatts or something. And even then, that's not even nearly as big as what some people go. Science choose 42 megawatt each would do it. That's a lot. Oh yeah, can highly recommend this advanced, whatever it's called, advanced concrete, light reinforced concrete, and dark reinforced concrete. That stuff's amazing. Let's get all of the movement speed out of it. Right, you has lubricane. Yours is tileable. Oh, have you got one of those infinitely tileable ones? Yeah, it's backed up on gas and all. Anyway, doing a 3 deep reactor setup instead of a 2 deep one? 3 deep one? I don't think so. It always has to be 2 by something. I actually have a go-to one. Do I have a blueprint for it? I don't think I do. I think I have it on hand. It's like the perfect balance of power to performance. Game performance. Oh, I forgot I had that. The little wooden ducky. Get that dank neighbor bonus. Yeah, if you go any more than 2, then you can't feed it. It's like 4 is the minimum, and then 8 is about as far as you can go before you run into problems. Annoyingly, I need engines now. Nuclear builds, continuous nuclear build. I used to have one, but I had to replace it for UPS reasons. As it works out, you don't really need the neighbor bonus. It's actually like the most optimized one is like the least fuel efficient reactor combination. It's just terrible. But like when you get a patch that's like 3 million or 4 million, like 2 patches like that, that's so much power right there. It's ridiculous. Suck that much for UPS? It can, because it's very easy to just spam pipes and heat pipes. But if you really minimize the pipes and the heat pipes, it's really good. Yeah, solar's impossible to beat. Why not make steel pumps? Because that's what smart people do, you know? Yeah, solar's just brain dead, isn't it? Right, we want a tinky poos. Like that. Just cancel them. Greater than, say 5,000. 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. Say that having stamped down. Yeah, we've all been there. Having putting down all that solar, it's just mind-numbing. It sucks UPS if it isn't a wasteless build. Don't you build up on water? The other underground pipe for that pump? That'd probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? I mean, the thing's going to be sitting off for a fair while. Everyone should experience the solar pains. Solar can be really UPS inefficient too, especially if you use the one with the robot port in the center, because that needs UPS, that robot port. Alright, we got this thing now too. I can actually make that? Alright, what does that need? Actually make solar as well. What do you output? They changed it. 40 kilowatts. 192. What was before worker robot speed upgrades? Oh, yeah, that's true. DarkHelmet throwing down that 12-month resub. Thank you for that, Moya look. Throwing down that 12-month resub. Show some love and hype in chat there. Exclamation point love, exclamation point hype. For DarkHelmet dropping that sub. The robot port was supposed to be removed. DarkHelmet, always there, always lurking. Yeah, I nearly didn't check. I always stop and look now. The track think train. It's just burnt into the memory. See track think train. Had one base where I built an entire section without hooking up power, then I added 100 gigawatts of nuclear to that one section, and they still ate all of it. That's a good effort when that happens. Alright, what do you need? You need electrics and... oh, you need processing units. Crap. I wasn't paying attention to that. Huh. You need nuclear fuel cells too. Alright, you can go back in there then. Oh, do you delete that? It's lucky these things don't need a lot of fuel. Where next to solar farm is massive UPS. Sending supporters to space. Or the... yeah, then there was the SpaceX 2 one, where KD3 started aggressively... Dune! Throwing down that raiding party. How you doing, Dune? Luminaries. Hello. Hello. How you all doing? We're just, getting advanced oil going in Krastorio right now, for everyone just coming along. Hey, Jin. Yes, we've, progressed nicely. What's the time? Oh, cool. Yeah, we're on a mission to clean up the base, though. This has become quite the mess. So I started laying some pallets down and trying to get belts tidied up, and just won the game, Krastorio 2. Nice. I think I've got the long slog ahead for me still to go. I haven't even got the purple tech going yet. But yeah, everything's going along nicely. I've overcome those biters at least. I also think some Unity and change issues out. What? Charging students for their hall accommodation even though they're not allowed to live there. I suspect that's going to be a universal problem. I guess I'm one of the few people who likes efficiency modules. Efficiency modules have their place. They're intended for mining. So I actually like putting them in mining drills and pump jacks. I'm actually going to do a similar... what was the... is it still the same? Oh, rare metals. Hello. That's different. Huh. Yeah, 3 efficiency 1s in a mining drill is really good, and then 2 efficiency 3s in a pump jack. And it takes a load right off your outposts. Pop that down there, because it's basically going to be the same build. I don't want to make assembly machines. It's an assembly machine itself. Make them. Yeah, 80% less pollution, and that's what you want really, because your mining is out on the frontier where the biters are the most aggressive. So you really want to get the pollution down as much as possible. I was about to say pump jacks, and I realised I got pump jacks and water pumps mixed up. Huh. Yeah, and the power reduction from mining. Mining's a pretty big consumer in late game. Oh, right, because I put all my stuff in a box. Where did I put that box? Hello, box? It was somewhere around here. Or was it over there? I'm blind. There it is. Yeah, I just looked at this. It's completely empty. Pro plays here. Let's get rid of that. Gun turrets, gun turrets, gun turrets, gun turrets. I'll see him eventually one day. Maybe. I'm blind. I'm sure you're all poking the screen. It's there, you dumbass. There it is. Unitions to begin with. Generally, yeah. I take it you're paying for accommodation right now that you're not allowed to use? Out of curiosity? What else do I need? I got pipe, fine. Pipe should be good. Where's the acid pipe? There it is. Linus! Thank you for. It's two of your friends. Okay. They're kind of in that position. Or they're stuck in that position, I should say. 6 and 3, 12-second craft time. Okay. I'm going to expand this out. Like that. Underground missing? Where was it? There's an underground missing from the bottom assembler. Is that over here? Or somewhere else? Or here? I'm not entirely sure. That blue circuit's an underground. Ah, yeah, there. Admittedly, I probably would have spotted it as soon as I tried to turn it on. I like how this has changed from me tidying up the base to me trying to get better power armor. Although, to be fair, I'm trying to get the night vision going. There we go. Now we just need the rare metals. Better what usage and cleaner base? That's true, it does still get towards the goal. I need more of this. Where is it? There. Yep, shiny rocks. The other kind of shiny rocks. More blue? Yeah, I'll need more blue too. With that 12-second craft time, I'll need a lot more. But I'm going to need more of this anyway, so I'll get it pumping up now. I think silicon went into these, so I can dump that. That poor build. Look at it, it's just... well, that poor path. Just got no respect. Spaghetti. Biscuit. I had bolognese for lunch actually. Leftover bolognese. It was tasty. Lots of spaghetti. Spice still on starter patch? So am I, actually. Admittedly, the stone's almost gone. The copper... Yeah. Yeah. It's because I'm not really using iron effectively. So everything's running slow. What the hell was I doing? Rare metals. They are smelted from rare metal ores. That's that purple patch over here, I believe. Your rare metals. Which needs 2.5 chlorine. Which means I need electrolysis to make hydrogen and chlorine. And sand as well. Ran out of pasta sauce. Tin tomatoes in the shops here. I haven't actually looked. I know most of the products are back to normal here. What's wrong with you? You're backwards, that's why. Oh, don't use that, damn it. Oh dear. Always with the chlorine and the Clorox, the chewable Clorox. Yeah, so I want it to be tileable like that. It's 2, 3, 4. This is getting back to the topic at hand. So I might need, because I need to do more crushes, I'm going to have to do some thinking. So I'm going to do maybe crushing over here. I might even do some dedicated sand production even. Topic at hand being feedback loops. Yes. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll move steel smelting. This thing. You'll live like 2, 3. Take your leave. Thanks again for the info. Alright, catch you later, Soul Shiny. Have a good one. 3, 4. Now, my mistake was not incorporating a Roboport space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave a space of 6. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Steel? I don't know how much steel I need. So this could get interesting. Like this. That's where the 6 comes from. I might tweak the steel though. It's a bit crap at the minute. Hey, that's done. Enriched ores. Oh boy. Well, there's biofuel. Leggies. Landmines. Leggies and landmines. Do some of them. Whatevs. Oh, whatevs. So I'm going to need electrolysis, which I already have, conveniently. It's nice to have a path as well. To go for military upgrades. Exactly. I mean, worst case scenario, you have stronger military. filtration. Probably didn't need that many stacks. Anywhere close to that many. I think I still have filtration plants on me from when I built that lot. Also, why am I still handcrafting these? Iron, gear, and copper. The iron gear, which we've got right there, I believe that is. Is that it? No, they're automation cores, sorry. My bad. This can provide automation cores, gears, beams, and I can bring copper in, so I could do it here. So I could do a dealio here. Like that. And like that. Now the thing is, damn it. I got fast inserters now though. Stack inserters I mean. Fast inserters. Now you just need automation cores and copper wire. Move it over a tile so I can just move it over a tile so I can just drop that there. How far? And this is asparagus. Asparagus hit right at the start of the season. Just love that smell, don't you? And there we go. One crushinator. I just surprised I was being impatient with my gear production, 44k a minute. Obviously you need to more faster it. Have you been hanging around Colonel Will? Because that'll do that to you. It's one crushinator. Two crushinator. Eats you, one of these probably. There it is. K2 base on 3 yellow assemblers making signs. Drinky Pants, how you doing? Alright, one more, and then we'll go do this. There we go. Do I need pipe? Probably. Probably is the answer. Good, I'm doing pretty good. It's getting dark again though. It's probably going to rain again. I think it was meant to rain this afternoon. Oh, we're building this thing now, apparently. Mining drills? It does has mining drills. Rail happens. Right, so down here. Oh, let's not get too close to that. It's slightly unpleasant. Something like that. Pop you over here. Now, electrolysis is 10 sand every 3 seconds. Sand is like 10 sand every 1 second. So I can very comfortably have like one of these feeding 2 electrolyses. Oh, Mitsu, come on here, my fellow. Where is it? There it is. Like that. And go as far as to do that. Relax. Also dropping down that follow. Boop. And copy paste. Ad infinitum. Infinitum. Ah, it's just out of range. Water separation. Hydrogen, oxygen. For electrolysis. We're in hydrogen. I'm an idiot. Okay then. Why did I even do that? That's a dumb. Misplays upon misplays. I need to go down there. There's water right here. Of course I knew there was water right there. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do it? That's not a pump. That's a pump. Just put the pole there, that way I can actually see the pump. Yeah, uranium has radiation damage. That's no good right there. Alright, you go there. Pipe rotated? Oh yeah, I just got that. Waiting on water. Who knew? Who would have thought if you have no pipe, you have no water? Whoever would have guessed it? Oh, when I say who knew, I'm pretty sure everyone knew, because everyone's bloody laser-eyed Kiwis. See it straight away. Now, what do they do with hydrogen? Bioethanol. Biomethanol. Oh, that's right, it goes into that. Hydrogen chlorine, hydrogen chloride, nitric acids. Ammonia. Water separation? Yeah, Kiwis have laser eyes. There's a picture. You need... Sorry, what was it? It was ammonia I need. Hang on, the end result is that, which is... that? No, I need to get rid of the hydrogen right now. Ammonia is a... Yeah, ammonia is a killer. We can make the Flintstones chewable Clorox with ammonia, can't you? That's the one. Yeah, biomethanol's from that. I think I'm getting distracted though. Generate nitrogen and make ammonia. ADM here? Nice. No attention for nothing before we finish the first cup of coffee. So I want ammonia, which needs nitrogen. I think I'm missing the thing for that. No, that's not it. Oh no, it's the atmospheric condenser. That's already got it. Not possible? Not yet. I will be able to make, well, should be able to make atomic bombs eventually. Can make rocket fuel. That one is important, bioprocessing. Oh, hydrogen bombs. I can't do it right now. Let's say I got the... Well, what I need is the chlorine for that crap. So, first things first, let's deal with this problem. Ammonia turns to several, so I need, where is it? Atmospheric condenser. That thing. Ah, it takes engines. Who knew? How about that? Those engines that I had before I could have used. Then you can actually. There's a fluid burner right here. I could just vent the hydrogen right now and just be done with it. I might actually do that actually. Like, I can do the... Like, problem is that this is a whole other rabbit hole. Yeah, screw it. Do it. It makes a lot of pollution though. Frick, explosive. Yeah, sure. It's like oxygen not included. That game is surprisingly wasteful. Oh, where the hell is it? There it is. Yeah. There we go, biters. Have some hydrogen. Imagine the flame of hydrogen out there burning it. I know, but imagine just being able to burn it. That would be cool too. Well, I suppose I am burning it off in a way. Do the pollution levels? Let's have a look. Nothing significant yet. How much pollution does it make? Where is it? 5 a minute. It's actually not a lot. Question the science behind the game's thinking of burning hydrogen as polluting. In theory, you're just venting the hydrogen, you're not actually burning it. You're not quite where you want to be. So technically you are kind of wasting the hydrogen, you're not actually using it. over a tile. It's probably... It wouldn't surprise me if the game has some kind of pollution factor depending on the material that's in the burner. Or in the vent. It's not a burner. It's called... I think it's called a... fluid burner in Angel's Petrochem. Oh. Smell the pollution already. I have a feeling it's just, like, it's 5 a minute, which is pretty insignificant. Shouldn't you be mining, or you need more chlorine? Because these are just soaking it all up. Or is it because that's right? Yeah. That would explain it. So I wanted to put this stack into the thing. There we go. Yeah, I can't really support that. I'm not convinced. But it might bounce later again. I did notice that it started putting hydrogen generators recently. Did you leave the middle lane for the first mining patch not belted? No, I was just getting it, just trying to get it laid out. I need to go back and finish it off. I'll do for now. What are loaders? No, I'm just spamming them. That's why I'm out of loaders. Now this thing should be making a good amount of chlorine. There we go. Factorio, come on in, that fellow. Tage, spruce versus vented. That's a good question. Probably all of it. It looked like it just takes huge chunks. Yeah, it builds up to 500 and then just blows it. Look at this as well. Same. Why not? Just do that. That way it's well out the way of my, hopefully, eventually, base reconstruction efforts. Maybe eventually base reconstruction efforts? No smelters either, apparently. More belts. Where's that? There's them. It's me precious path. Power's looking good. Power's looking good. What's the time? I might take a break after. As soon as we get the metals off the line, I might take another break. Grab them. Grab them. Anyway, to mirror a blueprint video? No. There's a website I use called Autotorio. And I just feed blueprints in that way. It messes with rail blueprints though. Because a lot of the rail parts can't be mirrored. Or most of them can't be mirrored. Like train stops don't mirror and signals don't mirror properly. What else I want? I wanted furnaces. That's the one. I've been using that forever. I should probably expand on the labs. Although I am doing lab research speed, which is good enough. Somewhere in here, there's a brick. There it is. Should be fine on assemblers. Should be. Forgot I did that. There it is. I don't see this thing running short. I mean, the chlorine per mining is... Well, the resource per mining is generally pretty low. There we go. Alright, you grab that. What is it? It's 10 to 5. That's rough. I don't even know if it actually reached the end of the belt, actually, come to think of it. It might not, at yellow belt, it might not actually reach the end of the belt. I think it needs, for a half belt, I think it needs to be a red belt. Yeah, so it's only going to 6. I might not get... No, I'm not getting more... I'm not getting any more out of it anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, it just means only half of the furnace line will be running. God damn it, I cannot paint belts today. Apparently there's also a smelter there I should be wary of. Is that your solid fuel line? Yeah, it's because I disconnected the petroleum. This is a bit of a dilemma. Do I just spam it down? Yeah, why not? I should have actually just gone up as well too. I'll do it now. Because I'm in the way of the steel smelter. So this actually is more or less where it should be eventually. Small mod I use, sometimes I call blueprint flip. And did test it with 18. That'll probably work too. There's a few mods that'll do it for you. I like using the website, that way I don't have to rely on the mod. Hello, train. How you doing? Feeling like grinding some meat? No? Good. Shall cross the track then. Oh, furnaces are down now. Yeah, I'll go to the trouble of getting rid of this now, or at least marking it for decon now. Train looking for blood. It's like dangerous animals. When they get the thirst for blood, that's it. You gotta put them down. They become dangerous forever. Ah, damn it. There. Okay, how... Oh, that's to make everything. I was wondering how far along I was. It's going to be a lot more of this. Well, let's just do it do it the lazy way. Almost there. Here we go. Drawers made too much shiny uranium and now science stops. Bam. Got it. Cool. We now have advanced circuits. Oh, processing units, sorry. That thing. No, not that thing. That thing. Here they come. Limping along, of course. Probably should have set this thing to rail world. Get bigger patches. Because it looks like I'm going to struggle a little bit to expand. Up to 5 more outposts. Yeah, so the milestone for this break was to get these going. And away they go. Well, the milestone is actually, I'm gonna argue, is crafting the power armor. Next tier of power armor. So as soon as I craft the power armor, then next break time. Which is really waiting for 40 of those. Which means it's a perfect time for me to take a break right now, and then when I come back, I'll have 40 in the box here, at least. So yeah,